I hope you all also have some understanding of how my circumstance is like that of Raymond Darling, and what is the nature of your devotion and of your participation in the culture of Adidam, and how you as a culture and an institution and so forth relate to me. How is it like Raymond being confined by Evelyn and the members of Saint Anir? This, of course, is fundamental to the lesson in the Mummery book. It is a revelation book of mine that I call on devotees to take seriously on many levels and relative to countless matters, including everything about the relationship to me that you actually live, and that you presume culturally, and that you maintain through various institutional means. You are listening to my perfect practice teaching, in some sense, illegitimately. As Evelyn receives the teaching on the perfect way from Raymond by approaching him secretly at the state mental facility where Evelyn and the others of St. Mir are keeping Raymond. What kind of circumstance is that for someone calling himself or herself devotee to approach one he or she calls master? And how is that situation like the one in which you are approaching me, in which you are effectively confining me, in fact? What are the circumstances in which you are receiving my teaching? What rightness of relationship to me do you actually live and uphold as an individual, as a culture, collectively, and as an institution with many different modes of responsibility? What does it actually amount to? What is the circumstance in which you are receiving this blessing, this revelation, this teaching? Is it right? Is it legitimate? Can you rightly claim to be my devotee? Are you relating to me rightly, correctly, through gifts, appropriately? Or are you like a member of Saint Anir? I call you to consider this very seriously, even as a basic, fundamental consideration of this culture, this gathering on a constant basis. Because the errors of egoity, as they may be enacted on me as your declared master, are you declared master? See? Those errors are always at hand. If you enter into some kind of collective indifference or agreement that corresponds to those errors, then you institutionalize falsehood and wrong relationship to me. So these 5 issues with me and so on are about correcting yourselves and not indulging in falseness in relation to me. Even though you may be false in relation to me, you still have access to my perfect teaching and to me. And you may claim to benefit from this access and this reception of instruction. How much of it is true? And what of it is not true? You should consider this and inspect what you do in relation to me. Because it's easy to create a prison for me here. By coming into some kind of collective agreements that inadvertently institutionalize Narcissus and call it Adidam. It is easy to institutionalize mummery, which is what Narcissus makes when he becomes many. And mummery is a prison house, a state mental facility for me. I can't live with it, and I can't get away from it. So if you're having access to me and to my teaching, including my perfect practice teaching, and you're doing so on a basis that is similar, in any respect, similar to what is going on at Saint and Ear in the Mummery book, or what is going on in this text I've begun to introduce to you, in the secret meetings, wherein Evelyn exploits Raymond in his imprisonment, an imprisonment enforced by Evelyn himself. If there's anything about this that is true of you, that's factual about you, you must correct it.